Now we start off with most volatile, opinionated club, Arsenal. 1 minute they're the best, they're going to be champions, and then they can't keep a clean sheet and no one wants them. And they host Tottenham. Do you want that game?
Well, Flash, as you know, I'm one of these people that's had a consistent opinion about my team, Arsenal, and that's that they have been overrated for a number of seasons, and some of their players have been overrated, and I've even gone as far as to say the manager's been overrated quite a bit. And this particular game was classed as a defining game last year, when Tottenham came to Arsenal late in the season, and all they had to do was maybe draw the game just to extend a nice gap over the Gunners, which would have taken them to the Champions League. Didn't happen. They went 2-0 up. Arsenal came back for a 5-2, and we saw a really exciting game there. So the prices don't really reflect that. They more or less reflect the start of the season that both clubs have had.
OK, Christy Graham, what do the prices reflect?
Well, I guess the question for me here is, can you back Arsenal at odds on? Everything that's happening at the moment, a 3-3 draw against Fulham, losing leads left, right and centre, and they're 19-20 odds on. Not for me. The draw 11-4 and Spurs at 3-1. I think Spurs have got potential here. Of course, they beat Manchester United. They lost late to Man City last week. I think probably the draw, at me, 11-4 is the shout here. More draws in this fixture than any Premier League fixture in history. So odds on Arsenal, no thank you. 11-4 draw, that's what I'm thinking.
If you're going for a draw, then would you look for a 2-2, over 2.5 goals, 1-1, under?
I think people look at last year's game and a few of the games that went before that at the Emirates, with high-scoring games between these two teams, and say that over 2.5 is the way to go. But I really think you've got to be against the crowd here, because it's early in the season, it's a defining game, both clubs can't afford to lose, they haven't had the best of starts, either of them, Arsenal's worst in 17 years. Under 2.5 is my nap for this game.
Under 2.5, sounds like value, Chrissy G.
I'm not so sure, Flash. I mean, I'm a big stats man, as you know, and this fixture's had so many goals in recent years. It's absolutely carnage. So for me, I'd be looking at over 3.5 here at 6-4. We saw 5-2, we saw 3-3, we saw 3-2, we saw 4-1s, we saw huge scorelines, and both sides are so insecure at the moment, their defences, that I think over 3.5 at 6-4 is the shout.
OK, you pay your money, you take your chance, but if you're going to see goals, then I need a first goal scorer. And have you got anything on that?
Well, this market, I think it just goes to show that both clubs haven't got many options. And you've got at the head of the market for Arsenal, you've got Olivier Giroud and Lucas Podolski. Podolski's been playing out wide. You've got Theo Walcott as the third favourite in the Arsenal lineup, just to show, I mean, obviously he's been playing out wide, wants to play through the front. So there's no real standout like there's been in recent years with Robin van Persie for them. Jermaine Defoe and Adebayor heading the market for Tottenham.
Giroud, Defoe? Chrissy G, what you got?
I don't think any Spurs fans will be backing Defoe after he was pictured with Sol Campbell earlier in the week. That upset quite a few of them on Twitter. For me, it's Adebayor here at 11-1. This guy just loves winding up Arsenal. We saw it when he played for Man City. We saw it where he's played against Spurs. He's got a great record in this particular match for Arsenal and for Spurs. And I think for me, he's a huge price here at 11-1.